Hello everyone, welcome back. Hope you're doing absolutely fantastic. And today we're back with another Microsoft Flight Simulator video. And today we're going to be taking a look at the Fly Pizza. This is just a livery. The actual aircraft is the MXA. It's a fictional aircraft. The exterior is similar to the Lisa Akoya. If you Google Lisa Akoya with a K and Y, Akoya, you're gonna notice it is very similar. I like the design. This is done by one of the developers behind MXA, which is a eVTOL simulator that's coming out. It's an alpha on Steam. It's not for sale, but you can request access so you can try it out, maybe help them reporting bugs. I have requested access myself. It's actually pretty good. It looks good. When I tried MXA, it didn't really have any joystick, flight stick support. But from what I gather, you can use a controller if you have like a proper console controller. I do not, so I used mouse and keyboard, and yeah, it was actually pretty good. Now back to the aircraft. This is the MXA. This is one of the liveries. I usually record these with the default livery, but I love pizza. And I was like, there's no way I'm not going to use the pizza livery. Like, who doesn't love pizza? I absolutely love pizza. So yeah. Is this aircraft good? I feel like it is. I've flied this for a little bit, and I actually enjoyed flying this. This is very similar to the A5 that we have in game, but this one is fictional. The interior looks pretty nice. It is animated, so throttle. Here you have the flaps. I think it's not going to work since we don't have any power yet, but this is the flaps and this is the landing gear. It is an amphibious plane, so you can land in the water, which is part of the reason I chose this airport. This is a really nice airport. Wrong button. Wrong button. Okay. We have this right there, and we can actually land there. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. If you wanna fly around here, I think it's Lima Sierra Zulu Romeo. Let's take a look. Make sure. Yeah, Lima Sierra Zulu Romeo. We have clear weather, and to turn this on, it's very simple. I'm going to be turning on the battery and the avionics, and then the starter. I'm going to toggle the fuel pump and the strobes. We don't really have any beacon. Well, we're going to use the strobes. Let's turn the key and start. I do not have the working title G1000. I removed just so I could see what it actually looks like. It shows 2 engines and it's kind of bugged. We only have one, and fuel, only one side goes up. If you check here, we have the left main and the left aux, and just one side moves. So yeah, it's a slight bug, but it's a bug nonetheless. The map, here we have the map. We do have a map. There's not a whole lot. We have the lights, so we can take a look during nighttime. This is what it looks like during night. So nighttime, this is what you can expect. It's not bad. It's pretty good, I'd say. The lights do seem to be roughly where it should be, based on the model. On the inside, though, you don't really get any kind of light, any dome lights, at least as far as I'm aware. We do have these modeled in, but they are not really doing anything. We can bring up our flashlight. We do have this cabin, but it doesn't seem to be the cabin lights, so I'm not too sure. Let's turn this off. As always, I will have a link in my description down below if you want to try this out for yourself. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe. It helps me out a lot. And it also lets me know you guys are enjoying the content. Now let's taxi out of here. Any slight break will make you try to hit your nose very, very hard. So it is a thing to keep in mind, so pull your joystick back and brake and release, brake and release. See, kinda wants to nosedive a little bit. So you have to be very careful, especially as you're landing. As always, I will have a link in my description down below if you want to try this out for yourself. We are flaps 1. Pulling the joystick back a little bit. Trying my best not to nosedive, as I have had that happen during takeoff. Okay, full throttle, rotate. It is decently capable, as you can see. Gear coming up, as you can see, it is beautifully animated. Coming down and up again, just so I can show the animations. Flaps coming up. Overall, this is decently capable. It's got a good enough engine. Although, I feel like if you are idling, you have a tendency to want to keep moving, so you do have to plan ahead. Okay, let's go back to idle. And we're going to be coming into land right here. This way I can show the way this handles in the actual water. I don't feel like the flaps are that effective, but at least they are there. We are full flaps. And yes, I am descending a little bit quickly, but it's all part of the plan. Okay, approaching the water. I am idling, so no throttle, full flaps. There we go. There we go. So, no engine, full flaps, and this is how fast we're slowing down. I kind of feel like it still has too much power, even on idle. Water movement is decently good, I'd say. Decently good. I don't like the way it looks. Like, it looks really, really good. It does have a water rudder right here, but I'm not sure if it works. When you try the Control W, which is the water rudder hotkey, it doesn't really do anything on the exterior. So, yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe it's an invisible rudder, maybe, but we have enough movement as it is, I feel like. Overall, it's a really good amphibious plane. It reminds me of the A5, so if you're happy with the A5, you might enjoy this. I'm gonna go flaps 1. Sadly, it does not have an autopilot as far as I'm aware. I'm not sure if it's part of the plan to add an autopilot in the future. It might be. Flaps up. Flying this is very, very smooth. It's got a very smooth flight model. Easy to fly. I do find it easy to trim as well. Right there we have the airport. I'm gonna start bringing back the throttle just so I can show what I mean by... I feel like the engine just wants to keep going. And even with flaps down, I'm not sure I feel the resistance I would personally expect from the flaps, if you know what I mean. Maybe it's just me. Like, my throttle is all the way down, and look at how fast we're losing our speed and altitude. We are sort of maintaining a little bit of the altitude and speed. And throttle is all the way back. So flaps 1, I'm gonna give it a little bit of throttle. I do want to reach the runway, and just want to make sure I reach the actual runway. Gear down, as you can see, it is animated on the inside, on the outside as well. I do actually enjoy the landing gear animation on this. Throttle all the way back, full flaps. And I'm not really feeling enough air resistance, I feel like. There we go. And as you touch down, do not slam on your brakes. You will nosedive. So what you want to do is, you want to pull the joystick back a little bit, just so you can touch the back wheel, and then you can start braking, release. Brake, release. Just don't brake too hard, and you should be good. Visibility is... okay, you just have to zigzag, which is not an issue, I feel like. Now I can go flaps up. If you have been flying any sort of aircraft with limited nose visibility, you're kinda used to doing this, so yeah, it's not an issue. And nose wants to go forward again. I wonder how heavy the nose of the aircraft, how heavy it is. Okay, pulling back the joystick all the way back. Simply because we're gonna be turning right here somewhere. Yeah. You can see the taxiway. I imagine this is easier if you have the actual pedals. This way you can actually control how hard you're braking. So yeah, I imagine it's easier if you do have them. I'm using just the joystick, so it's gonna be pressing the brake hotkey and releasing. And I still hit the nose. This is the MXA. As always, I will have a link in my description down below if you want to download this aircraft. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, it helps me out a lot. And it also lets me know you guys are enjoying the content. And wherever you are, I hope you stay safe, fly safe. Bye bye.